Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So you can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. It comes with managing our emotions so you can identify your intuition to bring in that good, healthy relationship, okay? Because you can have two sides of a coin. We want to bring in the good health, the good wealth, but it comes from the essence of love, all right? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God, okay? Because you're looking at balancing. You've got the inner strength to bring in your feminine and masculine energy within yourself to co-create with the universe. You could be a Leo person, but you're looking at taming the beast because you're illuminating the mind. Maybe you're in the lion's den, okay? Regenerate, re-recruiting your energy. So we're looking at the inner strength, okay? We're looking at self-love. Someone's looking at unconditional love. Okay, it's all about self-respect. It's all about courage. It's all about taming that beast. Because now I'm looking at the energy, okay, of maybe a love affair or romance, attachments, or you're looking at your own self-expression when it comes to creativity, art, or drama, all right? Or someone's probably looking at children or pleasure and play when it comes to the strength, all right, of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, okay? It gives you that massive courage, okay? The essence of love conquers. Why? Because the lion needs to conquer the jungle, but from the heart, okay? Because the heart is the seat of the soul that gives you lots of sparkling ideas. And maybe someone's thinking of a little young lioness, a little cub, a little baby cub, a legacy, or someone's looking at their legacy when it comes to sparkling ideas, the energy, the creativeness. Someone will be looking at being very active, very ambitious. So now you look at being very assertive, taming that beast within yourself. You could be an explorer, or you could be maybe an actor or a teacher or an athlete. But you look at situation, maybe you feel more free-spirited, because now you're looking at being very creative, very courageous with your creations. Maybe somehow you're taming that beast to not be naive, because that's bringing you more self-assured. Because sometimes when it comes to Aries, sometimes you can be quite prideful, quick-tempered, all right? So maybe you're taming that beast within yourself, all right? Because someone's looking at being in the will of self when it comes to the lion. It conquers the jungle through the heart, because the heart is the seat of the soul. Now, someone probably feels very courageous and ambitious, all right, by using their sparkling ideas. Okay, you could be a teacher or an actor, or maybe you're just sculpting your own life, being a performer. Maybe someone loves the limelight, or going into the limelight, but don't be too domineering or excessive. Be very careful. But someone thinks you're very honorable, a very good honorable leader when it comes to your creations, a very dignified person. Okay, so now we're looking at the confidence, all right, of maybe you had a burden, but the truth is out. You're in your pathway of having that, okay, I feel wounded, but I've got the courage, I've got the confidence to look at a sparkling idea, because I've got the will, the strength to go forward with healthy boundaries. Why? Because I've got the lion, I've got the soul of the cell, giving me lots of tools to go forward, okay, maybe into heaven. Because to go through heaven's gates, you need to correct your flaws. Do you understand? Correct your flaws, all right? Walk in love and talk in truth. You could be thinking about Queen of Wands. Maybe Queen of Wands is looking at a sparkling idea from a wounded warrior, Leo person. Maybe someone's looking at the pillar of balance, the feminine masculine energy, but you have to have healthy boundaries. Maybe someone's shocked about someone's healthy boundaries, because with the healthy boundaries, we're seeing a land of many growth, but it comes with passion, okay, and illumination. Maybe someone feels wounded because the truth is out. Maybe someone's sitting in a little shadow of self, because now you see a Four of Cups. Four of Cups about regret. Maybe someone had no empathy when it comes to a Leo person sparking ideas. So now someone feels wounded, but they've got the strength and ambition to go forward. It looks like your surprise gift was given from God, from heaven, but someone was living in regret. Maybe someone's looking at a third-party person when it comes to growth, but you can turn all your regrets into greats. Just focus away from life issues and focus more on life signicities, okay? When you're thinking at life, because maybe you're in the cousin of death when you're sleeping, hold on to your truth. It's illuminating your mind to give you courage, strength, and ambition to go forward. We're looking at the lion. We're looking at this, Oh, I can hear it. I can see it in my head, the word. But why can't I say it? Sovereign, sovereign, union, sovereign, 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 sovereign of the lion. We're looking at honourable, we're looking at dignified, we're looking at a very good honourable leader. Or maybe you're looking at ending with a Queen of Wands because you've had a bigger perspective, maybe a Gemini person. Or maybe a King of Wands is seeing the bigger picture when it comes to the King and Queen of Wands. Maybe looking at transformation or looking at the ending of a romance. Take it as it resonates. So now we're looking at a situation where there seems to be regret. You can turn all your regrets into grace. Just turn around, look at the shadow of self. It seems like there's a tipping point when it comes to growth. You've got to have faith in yourself, courage in yourself. I can see mountains, but I can see a peak coming forward. But you got an offer. Don't regret it. Don't refuse it. Because you've got the willpower to have self-discipline, self-control, tame that beast. Because maybe some of you thinking about a love affair where you were used, but you got the self-respect, self-discipline, self-correction to bring in your self-expression and create your art, all right? Not from fart. You don't want no fart art, all right? Leo person. Maybe someone was picking like chickens. Or maybe somebody like chickpea. But somebody was chicken though. Someone was a little chicken maybe. But you got a bridge though. Just do your self-discipline, self-control, and I can see a bridge. Hey, someone crossed that bridge across waters. And now they're thinking maybe at someone's gate, should I send that letter? Or am I going to regret it? Maybe someone's sitting in their car thinking about that situation. But it's up to them, isn't it? Be a chicken if you want, or a lion, or lie in your lion's den and get battered. Someone's manifesting a sparkling idea, or someone is in the energy of having that willpower when it comes to the skills, when it comes to the talents, when it comes to bringing in your sparkling idea. Just have healthy boundaries, collective, because what's for you is for you. Because now you're looking at the entries to heaven. Yes, fast speed changes. You're getting lots of messages. Write your dreams down, collective. It will help with your manifestations. Don't be so wounded. Don't sit in your wounded warrior energy. Have trust. Encourage that you can be a soul having a human experience, you know. Maybe you're learning about that. Maybe you want to come in romantic. Maybe someone's outside at someone's gate, want to come in with romance, but maybe they feel like they might regret it. It might go into a 5 of cups, loss, regret, grief. Maybe someone has this grief, man, of this temptation of going towards someone for a romantic gesture. Maybe someone's angry, maybe a water sign person, or someone's jealous, or someone's just looking at the dark side of these issues. Ooh, child, too many praying eyes, man. Too many jealousy, too many envy. And that's the issue, man. Someone ain't got no empathy. They need to control their damn emotions. Someone in your energy needs to control their emotions. Maybe someone is jealous about someone's reputation. Or maybe about someone's professional achievements. Because now you look at someone's moral condition. Someone's direction is getting way too much in the dark side when it comes to their shits coming in. Too many dark thoughts, man. Too many dark thoughts. It's getting regret. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Too many regrets, man. You got to move away from the devil energy. Someone likes gold or diamonds. They're not thinking about the word good. G-O-O-D. Just take the extra O out. What do you have? God. God just asked you to be good, you know. That's it. Adapt. But someone's in regret. Someone's jealous though. Someone wants to control. Somebody wants to control. A third party person wants to control this though. Could be a Cancer, water sign person, or a Sagittarius person when it comes to manipulation for sparkling ideas, when it comes to their movement, maybe with a Leo person. But you got to control that beast, man. You got to control the beast within yourself. Take control. Because someone's overly ambitious. They lack discipline when it comes to emotions. They lack remorse. They lack empathy. Now someone's angry about maybe a political debate. Because somebody was thirsty for money, status, power, control, materialism. You could be an architect, a farmer, or into music, or just be an investor, or just someone just frustrated with their own damn self. They've got too many dark thoughts. Their energy is ruled by envy, materialism, jealousy. So that's the pathway. Someone's confused, man. Maybe about a water sign person or an earth sign person. When it comes to stability, when it comes to being independent. Someone's being very outspoken when it comes to philosophy. Someone's very reckless, though. Too talkative. Not very honest when it comes to direct conversation. Someone lacks overseeing or far-seeing what they're doing with the far of the art. That comes from the heart. Because now someone's got different perspective about willpower. About a Leo person's willpower. That the Leo person has got such a strong soul, boy. Look at that. So fucking powerful. He's got to be careful of his manifestations. Someone's thinking of a reunion or a circle of friends when it comes to unrequited love. Because now the warrior is wounded when it comes to romance, when it comes to maybe a love affair, romance, attachment, or maybe creating from a sparkling idea. It's all about manipulation, jealousy, envy. Someone's flying with the devil, man. Too much toxic emotions. Too much codependency. Someone depends on someone too much, especially when it comes to their emotions. Maybe someone looks for too much validation from people. And you're looking at too many enablers. Yeah, people pleasers. It's not working. So someone's having a painful ending. Maybe a Gemini's thinking, but maybe someone's in their thoughts. They've got a different perspective about someone stabbing them in the back when it comes to unrequited love. Somebody was very being cunning when it comes to their thoughts. It's always in that rapid motion of the lotion of thinking, you know. I need to be clever with my manipulation. How can I be more articulate? Do you know what I mean? Because everything comes from the foundation of manipulation, trying to be clever, you know, but they're not being clever with their feather. No, they made their heart into a stone. So now communication with journalists maybe is learning about this situation, or you're looking at someone being very curious about someone being very cunning. We're looking at gossip now, but the nervousness is in the air because there were some dark times when it comes to unrequited love. Because somebody probably went from emotional, a home that was quite emotional. They thought it was nurturing maybe, especially from a mother or a family roots or a foundation where they thought it was getting support with the emotions, but it was unrequited love. So now you're looking at someone's activities, how they were supporting someone. Maybe there was a secret love affair or affairs that's coming to an end of life. Maybe with the Queen of Wands. Maybe a Queen of Wands is very heartbroken, but she's got to come to peace with the situation. She's got to manage her emotions, stick with the truth, follow your intuition, and there's your horizon. Or maybe someone thought they had a rising coming, but it had too many dark thoughts. It was all about manipulation for unrequited love, to bar someone from probably going to heaven because they're not loving. Or a Gemini person is thinking about Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is out in the last reading. Maybe someone's being very manipulative, or maybe someone's fearing going towards this Queen of Cups, a very loving person. Maybe she's thinking about romance, or she feels this feeling that maybe there's a masculine very wounded in regret because he's in a dark situation at the moment, maybe stuck in a bond with a dark demon person, a devilish demonic person. So behind her, she understands someone's juggling when it comes to working, to try and control maybe a lover, being toxic lover, acting a clown in a circus. Because there was no empathy, there was no love. It was all about the pentacle, or to be around to hold on to someone's money. It was about generational wealth. It was about community assistance. It was about just a convenience, you know. Somebody was being used, and if it was happiness, maybe. Someone's stuck. Queen of Pentacles is stuck. They're stuck because people want to go towards a Aquarius person, but they try to block the Emperor from a Two of Cups. But someone's trying to control someone's wiring money, man. Someone's wiring money. They're trying to control that. They got no remorse, man. They got no remorse about their hidden agenda, about wiring money, about juggling, about being a clown in the circus. They got no remorse, no regret. So you got someone turning their back because, like, you don't regret nothing that you do. So why am I going to stay in your clown? Do you know what I mean? Your circus. You're just a clown, isn't it? Lying, stealing, cheating, trying to act like a friend. Just a clown. Could be a Taurus, Virgo person. Or maybe a Scorpio, Pisces person. So just a clown, man. Or maybe someone's looking at their mother issues, thinking, nah, I've got to block my mother. I've got to have healthier boundaries. Or baby mother. Because someone's looking at maybe passion. Or ending being a player. Or ending with a Sagittarius female being a player. A very manipulative person. Very devious person. They were just looking for a painful ending. It could be a Black Widow. Or Jezebel, Delilah. Or Evil Eve. Or Genevieve, Nadia. Because they were looking for a painful ending. They were working on a painful ending. That's their self-mastery. That's what they've mastered at. Passion, travel. And now someone's got a different perspective. Because someone was looking at someone that's very unique. And maybe when someone looked within someone and they're thinking, you know what? Something don't feel right. The energy didn't started to feel uneasy. And this is what is come out. This is why there's a painful ending. Because maybe someone went in and done a pause in life. And they saw how someone... maybe someone was comparing someone and they realized the difference. Now they're within a situation. Now they're in a situation. They've had a bigger perspective by being away from someone more loving. Now they're understanding, okay, I know the difference. This person is not unique. No, they're not. Someone would want and look at their own uniqueness, how very creative they are. Now they're very passionate to inspire, to create. But someone made a breakthrough through promiscuity, through their society structure. Do you understand? So now they're saying, okay, that's not independence or original. That's just a gold digger being the same old structure. It's boring. The play got played, didn't it? At work, for work. So now they feel like they're being backstabbed in the back. Somebody was sinking their ships, you know? So now you've got to come to peace with that. Someone was backstabbing, man. So you've got to stand up for your beliefs, you know? You've got to stand up for your beliefs. You've got to defend yourself. Maybe King of Pentacles, defending himself, defending his investments, abundance, his security. When it comes to maybe his manifestations. Because someone's looking, spying, maybe looking at Queen of Cups, maybe someone very loving. Maybe the Aquarius person, or someone's coming out of a difficult situation. The mind's coming to calmer waters after somebody was juggling or playing in a circus with a clown. That's the devil. And now the devil feels like a clown. Why? Because no one cares. Maybe the emperor is looking at a situation. Maybe he was balancing or was looking at someone rewriting money. The King of Cups. So now you're seeing again the King and Queen of Cups. That's happened in the last reading. You got to use your intuition, people. Use your telepathic communication. Someone thinking about Queen of Swords. Someone's in love with a Queen of Swords. Maybe someone sees a Queen of Swords as their legacy. Someone they want to tie it down with, have children. Maybe someone's coming with love, but someone's angry and jealous. Maybe about Queen of Swords or Queen of Cups. Take it as it resonates. Because now you've got the King and Queen of Cups on the table. What happened with the last reading? You might want to see the last reading. Because maybe you'll think about Two of Cups. Two of Cups is heavily in the energy, which is beautiful. Starts from energy, comes from self first, self-love first. That illuminates the mind, all right? Gives you the inner strength, unconditional love. Someone's being very courageous because someone's taming the beast. Maybe a Leo person is the emperor. He's looking at Tower moment. He's got to tame the beast. Why? Because he built a foundation on false ground away from their intuition. So now they're rebuilding and turning their back maybe on a Sagittarius person. Take it as it resonates. So now you're looking at your own sparkling ideas with a clear, conscious mind. It helps with your downloads. Because now someone's looking at someone being single, or maybe an earth sign being single. What are you looking at? Single, sparkling ideas, come with independence. Maybe someone feels more self-sufficient. So now they're manifesting, maybe. Sparkling ideas from independency to be more self-sufficient. So now you're looking at a foundation. Someone's going in to a generational wealth with their sparkling ideas. But somebody needs to have boundaries. A Leo person, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, when it comes to their foundation, they need to be more self-sufficient, more autonomous when they plant their foundation. They need to walk away from maybe an earth sign person, leave them single because they're a bunny boiler when it comes to planting their foundation. Someone's probably looking at a letter, or maybe someone wants to send a letter to someone's gate or through someone's gate, but they feel like it might be rejected. But someone's angry and jealous about someone's foundation because there's a fast speed change happening. We're seeing lots of speed changes with the 8 of Wands. Okay, quick speed change. News arrives. News arrives. Maybe lots of news arrives about a message maybe. Because now you're looking at conflict. Somebody has to walk away. Someone has the willpower to walk away from people, things, and places that's serving them from the highest good. They feel where they were with maybe a Virgo person, clown in a circus. King of Pentacles is in a conflict maybe when it comes to balancing. Now we're looking at the willpower of maybe a Leo person, the Emperor, when it comes to the Tower moment. A Tower moment, remember people, it's all about unwanted changes because the devil comes in, you understand, and mashes up the place. Why? Because somebody wasn't using their intuition. So because somebody wants to change something, the devil comes and starts mashing up the place again. Why? Unwanted changes for the devil, innit? Comfort zone. So now they're ruining. Someone's going through ruin, disgrace. Because now they can Earth Angel. You have to have balance, simplicity, moderation. You've got the strength to do that. The willpower to go in the Chariot. Self-discipline, self-control. Somebody wants to go towards an Earth Angel. Okay? Or maybe there's a Sagittarius person going for a Tower moment. Because now you've got the King of Pentacles. You're looking at grounded. Oh, no, you're not. Now you're looking at generational wealth. When it comes to sparkling ideas from an Earth Angel. Hey, the willpower. You got the willpower. Only the Emperor and the Empress can go into this Chariot. But looking at someone defending a Taurus person, a King of Cups. When it comes to maybe about a car, maybe. Oh, now you got the King and Queen of Cups now. Now you got the soulmates in the Chariot being guided by God or being guided by the divine masculine, the Leo person. Coming in for romance, maybe. A soulmate, a Leo person working at self-mastery. Queen of Pentacles is looking at regret, being blocked because she got no fucking empathy. Now there's a stagnation. And going within, looking at a lover. She's trying to look at a lover. She's trying to spy. So now we're looking at maybe a romance under deception on a pathway. Someone's looking in, stalking. Maybe Leo's conflicted, but has to walk away and seek balance. You got to do some self-analyzation to bring in your own success. Someone's tying up one or two loose ends, maybe. But look at romance, though. Or look at unrequited love. That was a foundation of someone being wounded. Because they went forward to the devil. But someone's angry, though. Someone's envious. Someone's got dark thoughts. Someone wants to go towards an Aquarius person. Or a Queen of Cups that's loving. Someone's looking at this Queen of Cups or Aquarius person. Or someone feels like the Aquarius person is inspiration. Because now we're looking at Taurus person's angry about donations. Someone's envious about someone's donations. Yeah, about how someone's working. Someone's jealous about someone's work, you know. Taurus person, very jealous about Aquarius person, man. Feels very inspired about an Aquarius person. She wants to be an Aquarius person. Look at that. Envy, bad. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, she envies that they're self-sufficient. The karmic envies self-sufficiency to bring that independence, and they're angry that they can't be independent. And now that Aquarius person is making an earth sign person look like a clown in a circus, and that's why she's angry and envious. And that's probably what the Emperor's thinking of. Yeah, when it comes to your sparkling ideas, you made her look stupid. So there's a different perspective about deception. Someone's in some massive self-deception. A Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person about independence, man. Not self-sufficient, boy. What a come to Jesus moment for this karmic person. What a come to Jesus moment. Someone feels like you're a very good alchemist, though. Even though you was an entrapment and a lie. Somebody's lying about being an alchemist. Someone's lying about manifesting, about an entrapment. It was a lie. Someone would create a lie, manipulation for entrapment. Because somebody doesn't want to look stupid. Someone has like a fake fucking success, man. I tell ya, at work, man. You know, somebody cannot do nothing by themselves. That's why they're angry. Angry birds, man. Because you made somebody look like a clown in a circus. Yeah, they're not that good as they thought they were. Taurus, Virgo, look at fame and fortune. Going through a tower, they're going for an ending, man. They tried to end a Leo person. They invested in an ending for a Leo person. But because of this, they're going for an ending. This third party person, God saw. And God said, I don't think so. I want my projects. And I'm doing it for the Empress, not a Taurus person. You're going to perish. Yeah, I saw it. Taurus person is going to perish, man. Too bad mind. Too bad mind. Too jealousy, envious, man. Keep out of people's business. No, 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 no. So now King of Swords is looking at a painful ending. Defending his inheritance, resources. Maybe there's a private detective. A detective looking at someone's investments. Like a financial advisor. Saw fraud. Painful ending. You've got to stand up for yourself. There's a painful ending, but come to peace with it. Seek God. God will guide you through your painful endings. Sometimes we just go for these endings just to remind ourselves to go back to God. Don't forget God, you know. Stop saying God is amazing because you're in a mansion. What about when the mansion needs rent? You've got no rent to pay. Suddenly you don't like God no more. Why? Because you're doing lying, stealing, cheating. How's that honoring God? Come on, people, man. You can't say God gives you all this stuff and the moment you can't pay your fucking rent, you're lying, stealing, cheating. That's not blessing God. That's blessing your devil. Come on, man. You've got to think more logical than that, people. So now someone looking like they're in love with a Queen of Cups, telling the truth about a Queen of Cups, or telling the truth about a loving woman. Could be a Leo person or a Gemini person. Or it could be the woman could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or Aquarius person. Take it as it resonates. Or just a loving woman, or just a man in his own damn truth. You know, maybe someone wants to send a very loving, truthful message, but a very short message, not a very long one. Do you know what I mean? It's a sparkle message. Yeah, and now Queen of Cups, she's upset, man. She feels, says you right, you lied. You gave false promises. You were pushy, you was over-demanding, you was overbearing, you were pushing your own fucking values on people. And in the end, when this Gemini person, masculine person don't want you, suddenly you're recognizing, uh-oh, I did lie. I gave you fake promises. I broke your heart on purpose, and I drained your energy. What do you want the man to do? Go and heal yourself. Don't think on your own, man. Nobody cares. Yeah, now we're looking at King and Queen of Swords. Very balanced. Because now you're looking at a 2 of Cups with a Queen of Swords. A very balanced, loving woman. A healer. An inspiration for many. Even the demon. Even the demon wants to be the fucking Queen of Swords, man. Honestly. Ain't got no fucking value. These karmas have no fucking behavior. Somebody was paying for entrapment. There you go. Because they wanted sparkling ideas. An angry bird called Taurus person. Taurus, Libra, Capricorn person. Just angry birds, man. Just angry birds. Realization. You ain't got no value, boy. Hey, I'm commodity. Oh, gosh. It's embarrassing, isn't it? Yes. And now someone probably defending maybe a Aquarius person or a loving person. Or a Aquarius person that's very loving. She's always wanted to be the Queen of Cups. Ever since she was a child. She's defending her belief, man. She's defending it. She don't give a damn what Taurus think. Do you know what, people? Don't go back on yourself. If you've always been a child, right, looking at your dreams, because I always write my dreams down from a child. I learned how to drive that way. I drove very early, and I had no license forever. I got one now, so don't get me into trouble. Or I was young and dumb. I've learned now. Do you know what I mean? I learned. Addie told me to go and learn gold and black. And when I went to uni, I got oil and gas degree. Do you know what I mean? You know? And then, okay, let me go further back. When I was little, so many things I can think of. Like, when I first moved out of my mum's, before I had a child, I woke up. I was told to leave, you know. I just woke up. I went straight to the phone. I said, our phone center point. Back in the day, you go to Center Point, you live in one room for about 14 people in one room, and then you go off for about 3 months into another hostel, and then you go into another hostel for about a year or 6 months, and then they try and place you somewhere, stuff like that. It was a long journey. So I went to about 7, 8 hostels within my lifetime. You know what I mean? Like a little runaway. Hey, I don't know. God just kept telling me to move, man. You know, it's just something I've always followed. Is my dreams. You know, when I was a teenager, I used to always say to my friends, "I'm sure I'm adopted. I'm sure I am. Sure I am." I never fitted into my family. Never. Now I know why. Because I'm the Empress. I came for one reason. There was no need to take it to heart, I guess. Feeling unloved by your family and that. Everything happens for a reason. Just look at your dreams and figure it out. Is it a karmic family? It's a karmic cycle. What is it? You know? Always seeking that balance. You have to relearn to learn again. To go back to original self. Like Mansa Mansa, or, you know, or the Moors, when you use your intuition, you go around the world, you can still come back to Africa. But they applied everything around the world, still come back. Egyptians done the same thing. So we didn't have to rely on technology like this. We need to rely on ourselves. It comes from self-love, love of self. Pour that spirituality within yourself and pour it back to your community. And that's your karmic debt. Go back to you in a good way. But when you get spirituality and you pour it into yourself and you make money for yourself and you don't bring the community, the people and planet to ascend joyfully to God, then you got a problem. There's your karmic debt. Someone's happy, a Leo person, about 2 o'clock, being in a telepathic communication with someone. Very passionate about sparkling idea, or maybe having a crush. So Leo person is happy to highlight the devil. Oh yeah, the devil's been highlighted now. Oh yeah. Yep, the devil's been exposed. There you go, Queen of Pentacles. Hey, this is funny, man. Someone's got a different perspective about Queen of Pentacles. Someone looked into Queen of Pentacles. Someone defended themselves. They want the painful ending. Now look at a situation where somebody was lying. Queen of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Bullying, thieving, bringing intimidation, verbal, mental, physical abuse. Want to win at any cost. Doing graping, by spiking. Oh yeah, all of that. Attempted. Oh yeah, unalivements. Stuff like that. So this person's going for a very long lawsuit soon. Painful ending. Because everyone's looking back. Maybe a Leo person and a Gemini person is looking right at Queen of Pentacles. They say the Queen of Pentacles is too, she's too promiscuous. She's too immature when it comes to creativity. She's too immature and they regret it. It's a regret. It's a regret. It's a wound. It's a barrier they need to put up. It's a massive regret. They didn't turn around to cut. There's focus on the Queen of Pentacles. Or another businesswoman that wants to win at any cost against a Leo person. So now God is here, or detective is here, and now we're seeing this abandon. Somebody wants to abandon the Queen of Cups, and that was the hidden feeling from a Queen of Pentacles. She wants to block a loving woman that's guided by God, because she's very promiscuous. She wants an adventure, a sexual adventure, to get sparkling ideas. So now there's a fight with a Leo person or an air sign person. Because they're looking back at her, and then moving. The Emperor's in his chariot. They understand somebody's lying, a Cancer person is lying about Emperor, about a Leo person. Cancer person is lying, stealing, cheating, trying to get away with it. Now someone's up at night worried about a pathway with a Leo person. He's walking away. He looked into his own happiness, intuition, understanding it's in deception, illusion. Someone's made a decision about their purpose, coming to balance, got a different perspective about Taurus person. That's the truth. About Leo person, or when it comes about the Empress and being a third party energy, because somebody wanted creations, God's creations. So now someone was wounded, a Taurus person is an institution when it comes to projects in the future. Somebody wants to hold back this option and look at love, maybe King of Wands. He's looking at happiness and he's saying thank you to an air sign person. So they regrets it. Gemini, he said, I've regretted air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, he said he regrets blocking. He regrets it. I know. I know. He said Taurus was very angry, jealous, envious about your world. King of Pentacles is looking at King of Cups. When it comes to reliability and the Wheel of Fortune, heartbroken, hidden feeling. They wanted to backstab, get rid of a higher priestess that's hiding the Pope, you know, because she's telepathically connected to a fire sign person. So now somebody wants to come to maybe your community, has this insight, wants to take a leap of faith. Maybe a Aquarius person, comes to calmer waters, the alchemist and the Two of Cups. Someone doesn't want to stay away from a Queen of Swords. Someone's thinking about the Queen of Swords. Maybe it's Queen of Wands. He's thinking about blunt talking at work, about a loving woman on a spiritual romantic journey. Someone's thinking about the past or a friend, a Leo person, and an entrapment for money. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth. Love you guys. Bye.